Right then, this is a quick walk around video for absolutely stunning Lexus RX 450. This is the F Sport model, finished in this beautiful sort of light grey metallic with the dark rose red leather interior. Also has panoramic roof, heads-up display. I mean, there's other bits and bobs in it. It's a lovely spec car, and it's in really lovely condition. Obviously, first of this shape on this type and age, but it looks absolutely fantastic, I have to say. Apologise there, just waiting for the cars to move away there. But yeah, this front end on this new shape looks absolutely fantastic. Very bold design, works beautifully, and very clean as well, by the way. Can't see any obvious stone chips. There must be one. The car's done 70,700 miles, and yet it's the condition I said, it is lovely. Near side, passenger side, absolutely smooth in the panels. Can't see any obvious indentations there at all. There always is sort of light little brush marks which you get on any car, but yeah, they are incredibly light if there are any at all. Just come around the back, very, very clean and tidy. Around to the off side of the car. Apologise again, another car going past it. I never see any here, but there we are. Offside again, absolutely, there's no indentations at all. But it is in lovely condition. So there will be, I'll tell you, there was a minuscule little dimple dent I saw, I'm sure. Oh, just down the bottom of the door, right at the bottom. I mean, it's smaller than a little fingernail. That's how small it is, but the whole point of the video is to pick up on any marks where and when I can. Let's come to the back of the car now. It's the electric tailgate in these cars. So we've got the engine running now, but boots in absolutely beautiful condition. Beautifully finished as you'd expect of any Lexus. Let's come to the back of the car now. Enormous amounts of legroom. It is an incredible amount of legroom you get there. You've got this beautiful dark rose red leather, which the videos always makes it look sort of brighter than it is. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous interior. It's been kept very, very well. Coming in the front now, passenger side, it's electrically adjusted seat. Again, is in very, very nice condition there. Finally come to the front, excuse my shadow, it's early morning, low sun. Not very easy to do these, which is why it's in the shade. But again, driver's seat for what is now an 8-year-old car with the mileage just done. Really, really lovely condition. So inside the car now, as always, the engine's running this section, so dashboard can be seen illuminated, which looks to all intents and purposes like new. Got this new lovely sat-nav system, looks absolutely fantastic, huge display there and all working perfectly. Reverse parking camera, which you can configure in different ways, of course, again working exactly as it should, but it is a gorgeous interior. Then come across the main dashboard binnacle. Hopefully you can see there 70,783 miles, and that's the display you get in eco and normal mode, and that's the display you get in sport mode with the rev counter there. But it is absolutely stunning, this car really is. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Lexus RX 450, and it's an F Sport model. Car is registered YB66CYK, and with a mileage of 70,776 recorded. The reason for all of our videos, and especially actually this road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they get to see the car advertised actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because, unfortunately, like lots of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out when you drive it, it's got an obvious fault that shows up, so hence that's why we do it. Also done on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, so the hope is then that it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, clearly it's been a very well looked after vehicle. All of the servicing prior to the service we've just done has been done by the Lexus main dealers, and it feels it pretty much straight away. You know, just get in it. It's as tight as a drum. It really is. Press the power button. The hybrid system whirs into life. These are what's commonly referred to these days as a self-charging hybrid. Basically it means that you're going to drive this car and own it like any normal petrol car. So basically you get low on fuel, you put fuel in, you stand at a pump for 2 minutes and you're on your way again. There's no running out of battery. You can't, because basically every time you back off the throttle or apply the brakes, it's replenishing the battery, and it cannot run out. That's only half the story, because the rest of it is, you know, it's borderline witchcraft in terms of the way it works. It's just unbelievable. It's so smooth and refined. The transitions between various modes, the way the car's operating, you know, are truly incredible. It's all but imperceptible. I'm not quite sure can't quite get past them up here, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, basically this is obviously the way the battery comes in, engine, that kind of thing. It is amazing, and it's, you know, only if you've driven another type of car would you realise that the you know, how clunky and unrefined they can feel after driving something like this. I mean, this is a classic example. I'm just dawdling along, trickling along with absolutely no so I'm just going to concentrate on these horses. I don't like it when they send the riders out like this, because it's a bit scary for them. Sorry, that's the parking sensors going off. Sorry, this is slightly disjointed, I do apologise. It does scare me. My daughter rides as well, and I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, the way the whole system operates is incredible. It's low speed. When you're manoeuvring, it just seems so effortless and smooth compared to, you know, its turbo diesel competitors. And on the move, you've got this beautiful V6 engine, which you can hear, but it doesn't offend in any way. It's there, it's muted, it's the right side of refinement, because they're so quiet in operation. You can use these in 3 modes. I'm in normal currently, twist it to the left. I'm now in eco mode. Push button down, it goes back into normal. And if I twist to the right, I'm in sport mode, and suddenly I've got a rev counter appeared on my dashboard, and the throttle response is noticeably different. It's much quicker to pick up and go. But that engine, wow, it is an absolute beauty when you put your foot down and go, and it just sounds absolutely fantastic. It really does. I think I might have said, I mean, there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all, by the way, relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge running just under half, which is exactly where it's meant to be in one of these vehicles. The auto gearbox, CVT box, of course, just so smooth. The perfect match for this type of car. It really, really is. All functioning perfectly as well. Steering on the car, especially compared to the last generation RX, it's much more direct, much more positive, but also tracks absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at all at this speed, or any speed up to the legal limit actually. But when you turn in, you're calling like this, just going in a little bit quicker than normal, minimal turn of the wheel, body remains pretty flat. The car goes through very nicely, because you know, this is a big car, quite a weighty one at that, but you don't get that kind of the lolloping about which, you know, the predecessor would have had, and you know, some of its competitors have. But it, you know, glides through corners very well indeed. You know, and that's not to say it's a sports car, because it isn't. Even though it's an F Sport, you know, it does exactly what it's meant to do, absolutely perfectly. Without, by the way, there's no clonks, rattles, or anything coming from underneath the vehicle that shouldn't be there either. Brake pedal, by the way, really solid, powerful brakes, no pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the pedal. It's all in fine fettle there. suspension, by the way, also ride comfort is astonishingly good. It's a wonderfully comfortable car. You can imagine sort of doing enormous distances in it in absolute comfort. Finally, coming inside the car, I mean, it's an amazing place to sit and drive a car. You've got this huge infotainment screen for the sat nav up there. Dominates, but without intimidating in any way. They've got a heads-up display. You've got this gorgeous dark rose leather interior. It's just there's very few places you'd rather sit and drive a car, in all honesty. All functioning exactly as it should. You can see sat nav there, heated, chilled seats. Again, all been checked and all working. Climate control pumps out absolute ice cold air. So again, all working exactly as it should. And then your dash binnacle in front is, almost minimalist by modern standards or current standards, but all the better for it. The graphics, typical Lexus. The detailing is absolutely brilliant on it. It really, really is. And you've got this lovely leather bound steering wheel with the F Sport embossed in there. It does make you feel very special sitting in here driving the car, I have to say. This is only the second of this generation RX that we've had, and I was keen to buy another one quite quickly, because sometimes you sort of you think a car's better than it is just because it's different sometimes, but no, this is just reaffirms what I thought from the last one. It's a massive step ahead from the last generation RX, and that was a mighty good car. This is a wonderful vehicle, but the point of the video is to pick up on the issues, of which there are none. It drives absolutely beautifully.